Butterflies, hey, butterflies, hey. Butterflies, butterflies. Hey, butterflies, hey, butterflies, hey. Hey, butterflies. This is not going to be a long message because I need to still do my Spanish lesson and my bedtime. I'll be ready to wind down by 9:15. But it was really on my heart to share this today, especially with we have our solstice that is today. Okay. And 1221 is a very powerful angel number in itself. It's all about divine leadership and being in alignment with other divine leaders. And a theme that I've been noticing is that many people try to judge truth based off of how the truth makes them feel emotionally. And that's how we oftentimes get stuck in loops and cycles when we hear things that we don't want to hear. Our ego jumps in because it wants to protect itself. It wants to protect its confidence, because anything that goes against it is telling it that it's something wrong, right? Versus shifting the perception from a lack and a scarcity mindset to really see what's going on. And as we're stepping within this winter solstice, and preparing to end this 3D year, this was a 9 year. 9 numerologically is a number of endings, completions. The cycle is complete. Many people have always thought that 10 was the energy of a cycle completing, but it's actually the energy of a 9. Let me go to the comments. Hey, butterflies coming in. Hey, Chastity. Hey, Brianna Monet. Hey, The Uncomfortable Truth. Hey, Jennifer, Miss Jennifer Bliss. Look, what's that? Miss Janet, if you're nasty. Well, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. Let me not forget the Miss, okay? Hey, hello. Or is it hello? The theme of forgiveness. Don't end this year having hate or anger in your heart against anyone, because you're not doing anything but weighing yourself down, and you're taking yourself out of alignment of abundance. Don't forget to like the video. I see 2 likes. Oh, I know the members ain't coming here and ain't like the video. I understand if the collective don't like the video, but I know the members ain't coming here and ain't like the video. Don't tell me that's so. Don't tell me it is so. My heart can't take it. Make sure y'all like the video. All right, so this was a year of forgiveness. Okay. And a lot of the forgiveness of this year came from a lot of things that happened like 5 years ago. Okay. 5, 6 years ago or so. And many people are carrying a lot of unforgiveness within their heart, right? And so I'm going to share from my example. Okay. 2019, 2020, I had a falling out with some members of my family. They said some things to me that I didn't want to hear that shit. It felt like they were judging me. It felt like they were talking down on me. It felt like they were coming at me, right? Now, at this time, I was in a scarcity mindset. I was in a survival mindset, okay? And a lot of times when we're in a place where we're unable to receive abundant information, we take it as they're coming against us, or they don't like us, or they're judging us, right? But the whole time, now I'm not saying everything of what they were saying I was misinterpreting, but there were nuggets of wisdom that I was rejecting because I allowed my ego to look from the lens of the scarcity and how I was feeling, because it felt like they were pushing me while I was down, right? And so now that I'm in the space where I'm at now, and I've been reflecting back over, those times, I'm like, wow, I needed that. I needed that tough honesty. I needed that tough honesty, or some may call it tough love, right? And I found that a lot of the anger that I had towards them were internalized due to how my lack was feeling on the inside. And so, as I've worked through that healing journey with those individuals, my life became beautifully abundant. Beautifully abundant. Because what we don't realize is that those same people who are sent into our lives to help us or to give us nuggets, because we pray for those things. A lot of us, we pray for, we manifest it. And a lot of times you reject the knowledge when you get it because it's not what you wanted it to be. Okay? Oftentimes we reject the knowledge and the wisdom that is given to us because it's not what we wanted it to be or how we wanted it to be. Okay? This next season, don't reject the wisdom that was sent to you to help you with what you were praying for or manifesting for. Everyone that we meet is a mirror, and how we choose to view them in that mirror is a representation of how we view ourselves. You're not really mad at that person and what that person said. You're mad at how that person, what it ruffled inside of you, what it triggered inside of you. That's what you're mad at. And when we realize that a lot of our anger that we have towards people is actually misplaced, okay, we will understand that those that we think are judging us or doing this or X, Y, and Z, they're actually giving you wisdom to help you along your path, or the conversations that people have with us that we don't want to hear because it triggers us. Sit with it first. Sit with it first. Because the actions that we take in this 1 year is going to be a culmination of the lessons that you either accepted and completed or the ones you tried to run from. Authenticity, you can't fake it. We can tell Chat GPT from around the corner, okay? You have to learn how to work with all aspects around you. And as we're going into this 1 year and this action year, my energy to you all, when you forgive those that you still have anger and hurt for, you release some bags. That's what Erica Badu, bag a lady, you gon' hurt your back. Dragging all them bags like that. I guess nobody ever told you all you must hold on to is you, is you, is you. One day he gon' say you crowding my space. Drop those bags, baby. Wash your dirty laundry. Those are the subconscious blocks that many carry because of spaces of comfort, especially if you're coming from a state of being in survival mode or scarcity mode. You've built up different defenses subconsciously, okay? Those defenses are the same thing that's holding you back from your expansion. And like I said, I'm saying this from literally experience. Don't see people as an individual, see them as a mirror of a part of you. This is what helps. I always tell y'all, I am a human design reflector. I am nothing but a mirror. So when I was told to stop connecting to the collective, it was because the ancestors told me many in the collective energy, it's not a mirror energy that my ancestors wanted me to mirror anymore. They only wanted me to mirror a certain energy now, right? There is a lot of heaviness in the collective of anger, hurt. You're still blaming someone else for something. You got to let that shit go. You got to let that shit go. Plain and simple. You blaming them for that or this or that, you are not seeing the lesson that was there to help you with your expansion. So I needed those years away from those individuals in my life because I learned the hard way. Some of us, we have to learn the hard way. And now that I'm on the other side of the lesson, I'm just trying to help people not have to go through the dust of what I went through with it. You don't have to go the hard way. You don't have to take the long way. I don't care what they did to you. I forgave my abusers. Do you hear me? Because the forgiveness has nothing to do with that person. It has to do with who we became after that connection with that person. It has to deal with the mirrored reflection energy that we had with that person or that individual. It has nothing to do with them because guess what? They also had their journey of shit that they went through. And it's not on us to dissect it. We don't have to dissect it. We don't have to make sense of it, but we don't have to carry their shit. Because when we hold on to those things like that, it's like we're carrying their heaviness now. It's like they transferred the heaviness onto you. And now you're not making any advancements because you're tied down with the anger, the hurt, the upset. You still holding on to some shit that somebody did to you 10 years ago. Let it go. Stop giving it more power than what it needs. No one is holding you back more than you. And that is the tough love and energy that someone needed to hear tonight to be set free from a scarcity energy that they're blaming everyone else for everything that has happened in their life. You need to understand, even those people that did shit happened to them too. And that's what caused them to do what they're doing. So the same way of how you react to other people because of shit that happened to you, it's a cycle. It's on you to break the cycle though. I don't care who it is, lover, family, friend, let it go. Stop giving it meaning. Stop giving it energy. Because it only lives because you keep it alive. Do you hear me? It only lives because you keep it alive. And when you allow yourself to let it fall, you make room for more to come in. When you are weighed down by that heaviness, you can't fly. You can't fly. Have you ever seen a caged bird really live the life they need to live? No. My life did not evolve into what it fully needed to this year. When I started planning my travels, I started planning my travels my birthday of this year in March. I didn't tell people until later on, but I bought my plane ticket in March. That was after a major healing that I went through with the spring equinox. When I stopped blaming, yes, they did this, yes, they did that, but guess what? Whether you're a parent or not, I am a reflection of you. And that anger that I build up hurting inside, well, that I build up having inside of me because of what you did, now I'm walking around with charcoal, and everyone that I interact with is still holding on to that same energy of pain. Let that shit go because it's not allowing you to connect with the abundance that you say you want. Because then when someone comes in and try to teach you abundance, you get offended because they fuck with your ego because you're still holding on to hurt and shit that you gotta let go. Let that shit die. That's why I started using the spade. Okay. I don't give a fuck about everybody liking me. My purpose here on this earth is not for everybody to fucking like me. My assignment is not humans. I will always be taken care of. I told y'all I lost all that income for when I stopped doing public videos. I made all that shit back already. Already. Because I'm in alignment. I don't move by the fear. I don't move by the scarcity. And I am literally just trying to teach you how to move in that abundance that you say you want. Literally. Literally. So in this season, it's time to get into that subconscious root of how you've defined certain things, how you've related to certain things, and to truly break the cycle so you don't have to keep repeating those cycles. As soon as I healed that relationship with my father, the way I viewed love and relationships was totally different. The way men treat me, totally different. I get treated like a real goddess. I don't get fucked with like in a bad way anymore. Your energy changes. How we resonate and connect, especially with our parents and others who may remind you of them. So you may find yourself meeting people in your life that remind you of different people that may have hurt you in the past, right? It's a lesson. It's a mirror. You're going to keep running into that mirror until you face it. You're going to keep running into that mirror until you sit with yourself and be honest with yourself. Because guess what? Truth is going to be truth no matter how the fuck you feel about it. You can keep running from it if you want to. You can keep trying to polish up how you're feeling and trying to make it sound cute and pretty. But on the inside, your energy is still exuding out a certain signal. And so, with this winter solstice today, I recommend you sit with yourself to really say, what are you really letting go of? What are you really letting die? Be honest with yourself of the shit that you've been holding on to. The people that you mad at and all that shit, they're a reflection of you, baby. You're mad at yourself. We give meaning to everything. And this is something that I didn't want to hear some years ago when As a Man Thinketh was a book that someone that gave me. This was years ago. I was still in college. And I'm like, what you mean, my mind? Because I was so stuck in the 3D energy, right? I was still in that victim energy that, oh, no, oh, you blaming me. You blaming me. Why we ain't gonna blame the people for what they did? They don't fucking matter. Stop giving them so much power. Stop holding on to that story. But what you also have to realize, if you're someone who has gotten out of it, it's not your job to force someone else to see it and grow too. Do your job of saying what you were called to say or doing what you were called to do, but it's not your job to force it and to make sure they get it. It's your job to be the wind in the night and keep along on your journey. Don't waste your time trying to force someone to understand something that will make their life better. Okay? Sometimes we're just meant to be the seed, and they're going to have to go through some years of shit watering them. And sometimes them years is heavy and hard and dark, but they'll get it when they get it. But you can't fake energy. You can't fake being in alignment because your life is always going to reflect it. Your life is always going to reflect it. So if you all did not know also, because people were wanting to get personal readings back, but I told you I'm not doing personal readings per se, but I do now offer consultations, subconscious alignment consultations, where we sit for an hour and we talk through what you have going on. And I help you see and pinpoint the areas of focus so that you can start shifting those subconscious needs. Action. I'm not here just to put band-aids on shit anymore because I don't put band-aids on shit in my life. I get to the root of that shit. I sit with myself in the mirror with that shit. So that's why I show up like that with everyone else, because I'm like this with myself. Let me come to the comments. Damn, it's been 20 minutes already. That went by fast. Shit. How ironic. Hey, Lady Saturn. Hey, Chef. Hey, Maya. The preconceived outcome is the problem. Everything is a test, and the people and situations that happens to show the way to enlightenment can't be preconceived because the outcome is a test to see flow. Beautiful. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, Nitro. Hey, Venus. So I'm going to leave you all with this. Before you try to put the blame and the energy onto someone else on how they quote unquote made you feel and what they did, sit with yourself first and ask, why did this trigger me? Hey, Profoundly Fresh. Hey, Deepak. Why did this trigger me? Take the energy away from them. Stop giving them so much fucking credit. Everyone we come in contact with is meant to show us another part of ourselves to help us get to the level that we say we want to get to. It's like a game in a video game, right? I don't know why the first thing that came to me was Grand Theft Auto. I haven't played Grand Theft Auto in years, but I remember within Grand Theft Auto where after you pass a certain part in the game or something, then you go to the next level, right? And each level there is something or someone else there that helps you. Okay? Period. Like, don't nobody want to be around that shit. You sit here and listen to it. I'm like, no, this is not my energy. I am not your collective. I don't even really listen to readings no more. I tried to listen to a reading the other day and I turned it off. Ooh, come through, Profoundly Fresh. Yes, the energy of fence is nothing but your own energy. It has nothing to do with that other person. It has nothing to do with the other person. So I love you all. I got to get off of here. I still got to do my Spanish lesson and then I got to go to bed. But I felt it on my spirit to share that conversation today. I'll put the link to my consultations for you all who would like to get a consultation with me. And I also still offer my hypnotherapy sessions as well. Everything is available on my website. But as we're going into this next year, the energy that you end this year off is the energy that's going to guide your next year. So move wisely, release wisely, stop being easily offended, stop being mad at people when they tell you the truth just because you didn't want to hear it, just because it hurt your feelings. Okay? Stop it. Okay? Now, I love y'all. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Oh, give me a hug right now. Group hug. Group hug. Okay? I'm like one of them mamas and stuff, that, you may not like how I say some shit, but stop focusing on it was how you said it. If you expecting people to always sugarcoat shit to you, baby, guess what? You ain't never gonna expand. Stop crying about how somebody tell you some shit and listen to what the fuck they saying. I hate that saying. It's not what you said, it's how you said it. Baby, listen, no one in the world has enough skill to change how they say something for 7 billion people. Okay? That's not gonna happen. It's on you to stop being easily offended when people say shit and just listen to what's being said. Okay? Okay, so I love y'all. I feel like our next conversation is going to be a happy conversation. Well, members, we're going to be doing our next weekly live back there. So our next live is going to be the member live. But I love y'all. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Some of you all, I know you're on holiday vacation. I'm finishing up my last bit of time in my current country. And so I'm just taking it all in. I've been hanging out with the people, y'all. Um, But as always be real, always be true, and don't be afraid to do what you and your higher self is calling for you to do. Not your hurt self, your higher self. Okay? There's no growth without being triggered. You will not always be happy. Shit will not be always be roses and glittery and shit. Okay? All right. Love y'all. Bye. Oh, enjoy your vacation, Pooh.